up, hedgers? We are back. Another week of NFL. Week 15. We've only got 4 more weeks left, regular season. It's gone by too fast. But we finally get into some Saturday games. We got all weekend of NFL. So let's get into it. I'm only going to do one Saturday game, and then I'm going to do all the Sunday games. So let's jump into it with Broncos Lions prime time Saturday. Saturday night, excuse me. Lions favored by 4.5 points. I'll go ahead and pull up my DraftKings page so that y'all aren't just staring at me the whole time. How about that? Makes it a little easier. All right, so we got the Broncos Lions. Lions minus 4.5. Total there is 48. Lions they're not falling apart by any means, but they're kind of taking a step back the last couple of weeks. Obviously the Broncos are kind of on the rise the last like 6-7 weeks. But the Lions, last time we saw them in prime time, they got spanked by the Pack, baby. And then last week they lost to the Bears. The Bears aren't very good. I mean, they played them close last time, so that's that was surprising. But the Lions have had some injuries on the offensive line, and that is their strongest part of their offense, honestly. I think Goff needs the offensive line to be strong to block for him, and then he can look a lot better. The run game can get going more with the offensive line. So they look like they're going to get their center back, Ragnar, and I think they're going to get one of their tackles back too. So I like the Lions, little bounce back here, back at home, get the offensive line healthy. Minus 4.5. I think they win by a touchdown, so I like that. Maybe even, go up to minus 5.5, get a little bit extra money if you want there. But officially, we're taking the Lions minus 4.5. I think I like over 48 also. I think there's going to be a lot of points scored. Lions offense is going to get back on track. I think the Broncos offense will score enough to get over 48. But if you're going to put them together, maybe like buy it down to like 44.5 or something. But officially, Lions minus 4.5. All right. Chiefs, Patriots next. Chiefs are minus 8. Man, this game, I definitely like the Chiefs to win. I could see the Chiefs blowing them out. Another, bounce back for them. Mahomes obviously was mad last week. The Patriots are bad. The Chargers position's now open. We'll have to get Colin back on the show. He's big on Bill Belichick taking over for the Chargers. So maybe, he'll kind of, it doesn't matter. They lose here, doesn't matter. He's going to go to the Chargers anyways, get Herbert next year. That's what matters. So I like the Chiefs. Minus 8 is just a lot of points. I would say buy it down to like minus 6, minus 7. Go down to minus 5.5 as far as you want. You still get minus 181. So if you want to parlay that, minus 181 is a good little parlay action at minus 5.5. But officially, that's what we'll do. We'll do the Chiefs minus 5.5 officially. Just not getting the best odds there. But I feel more confident on that than that minus 8. So we'll do that to be safe. And I don't know. The 37, I probably like the under. The Chiefs are a good under team. And obviously the Patriots don't score a lot. So I like the under there, but officially we're just doing the minus 5.5. Next I've got written down the Bucs and the Packers. That's what we'll do. Bucs and the Pack. The Packers, man, we needed that win last week. That sucked not getting that win. They really need this win this week. They've got some injuries. It seems like everybody's questionable. AJ Dillon's got like a broken thumb. I imagine he still plays, but maybe that means Patrick Taylor gets more work. So maybe the under on Dillon and the over on Taylor. But you've got, it feels like every week everybody on defense is questionable. So you never know. Either way, I think this game comes down to the last possession, which means if it's going to come down to the last possession, the smart move is to take the points, especially if you get over a field goal. So we're getting 3.5. we'll take 3.5 for the Bucs, and hope the Pack win by a field goal. But that's the safe bet. Getting the points when you think I think it's going to be last score here. I still don't know. The Packers are inconsistent. When they're playing well, when Love's playing well, they can beat. Obviously, they can beat not anyone, but they beat the Lions, they beat the Chiefs. So I would think they would handle the Bucs if they play well, but I could also see them being a little inconsistent, seeing Baker make a play at the end of the game or something, and the Bucs, at least keep it within 3. So Bucs 3.5. All right, next we got the Jets and the Dolphins. Come back up here. Dolphins minus 9.5. Man, this is a weird one because normally you think, yeah, the Dolphins are going to crush them, but after last week, that's where you take pause. The Jets looked good. The Dolphins had the crazy bad last 2 minutes where the historic loss to the Titans. It looks like Tyreek Hill's better. So that's really what it's all about for me. If Tyreek Hill's going to be healthy, the Dolphins will be fine. Um, I don't know, man. The Jets, I don't see them putting together 2 performances back to back like that, honestly. So, in Miami, I like the Dolphins here. We'll take them at minus 9.5. That feels like a good spread there. They should win by double digits. Double digits. Get back on track. Um, they really should have covered last week. And then they let the Titans go down, obviously, and score those 2 touchdowns. But so we'll see the Dolphins get back on track. I think minus 9.5. And I like over 37. I think the Jets are going to put up more points than they have been recently. And the Dolphins are going to do their thing. So over 37 feels like a good bet too. All right. Oh man, Falcons, Panthers. I don't even want to do this game. I kind of like skipping the NFC South. It's such a bad division. But someone's got to make the playoffs. I, I mean, the Falcons are better, I guess. The Panthers have just been so bad. There's no way I can pick the Panthers. So we'll take the Falcons minus 3. Mm, What we're gonna do is just take the Falcons on the money line because this could easily be one of those 1 point, uh, Young Wei Koo or whatever hits a field goal at the end to win it. So we're gonna not do the spread and just do the money line on the Falcons, which on DraftKings y'all can see it's minus 162. So not great, but the safe pick. All right, Giants, Saints, Tommy DeVito. Let's see if the magic can keep going. Oh my gosh, dude. His family, his agent, I feel like they showed them more than they showed like Taylor Swift during Chiefs games. It was funny. I liked seeing it. I guess I feel like you gotta ride with that. The NFC South is bad. You don't want to bet on that. 5.5 is a lot of points. I mean, it's a lot for the NFC South. So I think you ride with the Giants here. If nothing else, maybe you jump on Saquon to score a touchdown to get over, or to get a touchdown in like 60 yards, something like that. Put that together. Um, what I feel best about for the Giants, if we're gonna just stay with spreads here, I think I'm gonna buy a couple points for the Giants just to be safe. Buy it up to +7. Get it minus 156. I like that a lot more. We're gonna take the Giants at +7 at minus 156. All right. So yeah, so let's see if Tommy DeVito can keep it going. Um, I don't know. Fun story. Fun to cheer for. Fun story. And again, the NFC South is bad. Someone's got to make the playoffs. But I feel like they're just gonna beat each other, and that's kind of it from here on out. So I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants win this at all. Kind of cheering for them. So let's see. Moving on. Texans, Titans. All right. This one, CJ Stroud has not been ruled out, but because the odds are at Titans -4, you have to assume that he's not going to play. Because he's a rookie, because he's playing so well, there's no need to push him back out there this quickly. I imagine they're going to let him rest this week just to be safe, if nothing else, and maybe he doesn't even pass protocol. So we're going to assume that CJ Stroud is not playing, and we are going to take the Titans. Titans are a lot better at home than they are on the road, even though they won last week. But I mean, that's, maybe some, get some momentum going for them for Will Levis, so I think they win again at home. Rivals will be, big game for them to win. Just they're not going anywhere. They're not going to make the playoffs, obviously, but just to kind of keep the momentum going because Levis looks like he's going to be the QB going forward. So I like the Titans. -4s. I don't like -4. I like the Titans at -2.5. The Titans play close games. They run the ball a lot. They could easily, just be up by 3 and run the clock out, or they could be a tie game and run the ball down and get a field goal at the end. So safe bet here is -2.5. They could also they could destroy the Texans if Stroud's not playing. The Texans could be a much different team. So or they will be. So safe bet there, Titans -2.5. That's what we're doing. -2.5. So some of these that might be a fun little parlay. Put the Titans -2.5 combined with like the Chiefs -5.5, something like that. Get those two together. Some of those where we're buying points together. But we'll take the Titans -2.5. If you want, just put them on the money line. You don't get that much worse odds. I think it's like 200, 205 versus -160 something. So if you don't feel that confident, I do think the Titans win, so take them on the money line if you want. Put them in a little parlay or put a little extra money on there on the money line. A little more confidence on that. All right. I think that's it for the 1 o'clock game. So moving to the afternoon slate. It's a good afternoon slate. You've got only 3 games, but 2 good ones. And then honestly, the Rams are an interesting team. So we'll start with the 49ers Cardinals. 49ers -12. We're going to take that. Kyler Murray's playing, so that's exciting for the Cardinals, but the 49ers are just dominating everyone. It would make sense that they win by 20. So -12 feels like a good number here. I think 2 touchdowns feels good. You're not even at -13 if like a extra point gets missed or something. So -12. Take that. Take it to the bank. And really not much to talk about with that, honestly. I mean, I guess I shouldn't have said great games as much as great teams playing because 49ers, Cowboys, Bills, and Rams could all be playoff teams. So talking about the Rams Commanders. The Commanders started off winning games that they shouldn't have won. Kind of exciting, but they're not good and they've shown it. The Commanders is who I'm talking about. I don't know if I said them, but the Commanders, they're not good. The Rams, on the other hand, they had all those injuries. They're getting healthy. They are healthy, I would say. Now that Cooper Kupp's, he's battling injury forever, but when he's healthy and able to play, he's a top receiver for sure, top 3, top 5 receiver. So they've got Puka, Tutu. They've got receivers. They're going to score points, and this is a game they've got to win if they want to keep the playoff run going. So I like the Rams to win here. -6.5 is a lot, but again, the Rams are a good team. They're playing better. I think we'll take 6.5. Maybe take it down to -5.5 if you're going to parlay them together. I love pushing it down to -5.5. It's just such a safer pick. Just like the -2.5, -5.5. Great numbers to get down to. But we'll take it -6.5. All right, Bills, Cowboys. The Bills are favored by 2 here. The Cowboys coming off a big win, but the odd makers don't think they're gonna do it again. Buffalo's hot. It's at Buffalo. That's gonna be tough for Dallas. So I think I do like Buffalo here. Dallas's defense, they need turnovers. Josh Allen's been turning the ball over a lot this season, so that does bode well for Dallas. But Buffalo feels like they're turning it around a little bit. I think they win this game before they go into a couple big AFC games. So if you're going to take them to win, might as well just take the -2. We'll take the Bills here. I think the Cowboys kind of have a letdown week after that big week against the Eagles. And again, going to Buffalo is tough. Who knows what the weather is going to be? It's going to be colder than it is going to be in that dome in Jerry World. So take the weather into account, sorry. And we'll take the Bills. All right, last game. Ravens, Jags. This is a good game too. Jags need a win if they want to kind of get to that. I mean, they could still get the 1 spot, I guess, but if they want to get that 2 or 3 spot, and avoid maybe a team like the Bills in the playoffs, first round. So they're going to be playing for it all, but the Ravens, they want to get that first round bye. The Ravens seem to be a better team. Their defense is really good. Odell's playing well. Man, 3.5 is annoying though. But I don't know. The Jags, I don't know. I couldn't believe Trevor Lawrence played last week, honestly, after the ankle injury. So I don't know. I'm still a little bit iffy on the Jags here. I could see, maybe he still isn't 100% off that. I don't know. You gotta like the Ravens here. But let's do the old buy down because I like the Ravens. You know what? Let's take 3.5. No need to buy it down. We'll take the Ravens 3.5. Let's be bold. No need to buy it down. We've done that enough. So Ravens 3.5. I like over 42.5. I think there will be points scored. The only thing, watch the weather with that. Looks like there's going to be bad weather, I believe, but it's supposed to end by tomorrow night. So keep an eye on the weather. If the weather's still really bad, don't take the over. Maybe take the under if the weather's really bad. But I like the Ravens minus 3.5. Even if the weather's bad, I like the Ravens. They can run the ball. So we'll end it there. Ravens minus 3.5. All right, so we've got a bunch of picks this week. Remember, we got some games tomorrow, some games Sunday. A bunch of important games in terms of the playoffs. Go Pack, go. Good luck with your picks. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.